I was feeling inspired to make this vlog on my way to campus. So I'm gonna ask people why they transferred, if they thought it was worth it, and other stuff too. And I'll also ask myself. Thank you for your vibe. Okay, let's go. Part a million.
Hello, welcome.
Hey, Katarina.
Hi.
I wonder if this is good lighting. I might just adjust a little bit. Oh, like where's the sun coming from? Okay, it's a sunny winter day and I'm sitting in front of the main steps. It's Friday morning, so I'm also out of breath. So no one's here, so thankfully I can do this without anyone watching. Basically, I'm gonna pro-con Barnard for you guys. Pro is the academics. Definitely you have access to all of Barnard and all of Columbia. You have amazing professors, a lot of opportunity. It's been so awesome for me to be able to work at labs as a STEM major. Con, I would say, is that because we're in the city, the sense of community is obviously like different because there's so many places to go, so many people to see. If they don't go to this college, then they go to somewhere, they like live somewhere else in the city. People have friends from home here, so it's not like there's any like pull necessarily to stay on campus a lot, which in my experience has kind of like led to scattered communities unless you really find a group that has a strong community inherently. Let's ask what other people have to say because I don't have that much to say. Katarina, yes. I have a few questions for you.
Okay. I have to think on the spot?
Yeah! Are you happy that you transferred?
I'm so extremely happy.
Why are you happy that you transferred?
Well, all my expectations have been fulfilled. All my desires have been fulfilled because I transferred for an art history program, a stronger one.
How is it making the decision to transfer here, like to actually leave your school?
So in hindsight, I feel like it was a simple decision, but when I really think about it, I actually struggled a lot in leaving Santa Clara because I did find a community of friends and I made a really great connection with the art history professor and an anthropology professor, and I was learning a lot from them. And I was able to take, considering it was a quarter system school, I was able to explore a lot of classes, but that's what allowed me to like pinpoint what I wanted to do. But in the process of transferring, I had a really hard time deciding that I was going to leave the school. Just because you're scared of what the future holds and if you're going to fit into the next school and if it's going to fulfill all your expectations. And I was in a quarter system school, which is a little bit more fast paced, so I was having exams at the same time I was applying to schools, so it was just like I felt really overwhelmed, and putting in a lot of work to something you're not 100% sure about is totally daunting. But I'm really happy I stuck to it and like listened to the very faint voice in my gut that was telling me to do this.
Can you pro-con Barnard for me really quickly?
Okay, pros, the people, pros, the professors, pro, class size, pro.
What is class size like?
For me, well, just seminars are small enough and lectures are big enough. Another pro is the variety of courses. Cons, I don't really think of cons. Maybe just the fact that I'm a transfer, it has been just a bit challenging to matriculate like freshman year to senior year community. A lot of my friends are in different grades and different ages.
What are your thoughts on the social life of Barnard and like the community aspect of living in a city?
I think compared to coming from a suburban school, the aspects are a little bit more pre-professional, which I enjoy because it's really motivating and inspiring, just because people have their own schedules and they're all going in different directions, literally and metaphorically, like in the city and just in their own life paths.
I know you were considering Rice. Do you ever consider like the other schools you could have ended up at?
I don't, just because the environment that is so critical for me. So I think Rice is a predominantly STEM focused school. I think Rice doesn't have that strong of an artistic community, so I don't even think about it, because at least the moments that I do, it's really easy to come to that conclusion that Barnard just has a stronger artistic community than Rice does. Yeah. My parents were really supportive of me making the decision to transfer, and I communicated to them a lot about my fear of what if the transfer isn't as successful as I thought it would be, like if I didn't get in or if I ended up transferring and didn't enjoy it as much. But My parents really pushed me to trust my instinct and that nothing's really too serious at the end of the day. It's just undergrad, and that you can always explore further when you're at grad school. But that being said, I'm so happy I'm here.
Hey girl.
And I transferred from SUNY Purchase. I had like 3/4 of my first semester there, and then we all got sent away because of quarantine. And so I felt like it felt like there was unfinished business. And so like art and sculpture, things like that, that's all my passion. But I kind of always had been considering architecture, which is what I'm majoring in now. And I knew that I needed to try it at least, but making a whole transfer to a new school was kind of crazy. But I think I was numbed to that concept because of quarantine. You know, everything was online, so all I did was just open a different browser. So I did feel regret a lot because, you know, when you go into something and you're unsure, it's really easy to have any little minor inconvenience like make you think, oh, see, I shouldn't have done this. But it's like, that's not really the case. It's like you're just having a minor inconvenience like anybody else would in life, and it just, you know, it just goes hand in hand with where you are. Like, oh, see, if I stayed at school, this wouldn't happen, or oh no, my friends are hanging out without me because I'm not here. My rule is if you're upset about something, don't try to push it away because it'll come back. Instead, give yourself 5 minutes to get mad, write about it, yell about it, do whatever you want. And as soon as those 5 minutes are done, you just got to say to yourself, that's it, I can't change it, let's move on. And so now that I'm in my senior year last semester, I came up with an analogy, I guess. And that's you can eat a bag of chips and you're really excited to eat this bag of chips. And you kind of just go through the motions when you're really hungry. You're just constantly eating one after the other, and then all of a sudden you look in the bag and there's only a few left, so you start to eat them slowly and you savor them. And that's how I'm feeling right now.
I think that the biggest piece of advice that I got when going through the transfer process was that no matter what decision you make, there's going to be a twinge of regret. And now that I've been at Barnard for a little over a year, I've started to feel sentiments of regret, and I've caught myself and been able to say, oh, well, I probably would have felt like this if I'd gone to an airplane. I probably would have felt that way if I'd gone to the other schools that I was considering, or if I had stayed at McGill University. So